Hi everyone, my name is Bethany Moon and I am the Executive Director for Feed Thy Neighbor. We run a nonprofit food pantry here in Bonton, a food desert community in South Dallas. We are not very far from downtown Dallas, and it is shocking to most that we have food desert communities so near the city. Our next door neighbor, Aelicia Chocolate Watson, who is the executive director of Redeemed Women, redeemedwomen.org, I believe, she presented us with a challenge today. My husband and I were on the front porch, and we know the challenges of this community, but Chocolate took it upon herself today to really step into the shoes of those that are forced to, fend for themselves to get to the local grocery store. So what that means is they have to ride the bus because they can't afford transportation of a vehicle. They can't afford, barely even the food that goes on their table, so let alone anything else to even get them to the store. So they must ride the bus. The bus trip took Chocolate nearly 2 hours and 45 minutes to get from our neighborhood to the nearest grocery store, which is a Fiesta, just by Fair Park in Dallas. Not only did it take her that long to get there, she had to do about 20 minutes of walking. Now, she's a 4-time cancer survivor. It was hot, not as hot as it normally is. Normally, people in our community have 2, 3, 4, 5 kids in tow. They not only have to pay to get on the bus, they have to pay for anyone that's with them to get on the bus. So one for them and then all of their children. They must get on the bus. They're walking to the bus stop, getting on the bus, making it to another bus stop where they get off and then have to walk 20 minutes to get to that grocery store. Now, if you're towing children, your children are now exhausted, tired, whining, hot. You're trying to drag them along to the grocery store that you're just now getting to. Everyone's already tired, and then you've got to grocery shop. But guess what? You can only grocery shop for those things that you can carry in your hands. Now, Chocolate today, when she took that challenge, she took an insulated, shopping bag that she had. We're very blessed here. We do go without, as we serve this community as urban missionaries, we're very blessed. And we know that we serve a population that doesn't have access to some things that we do. She took an insulated grocery bag. Not everyone in this community has that. So she was able to get 2 items, which she knew she could carry back with her, and that was what she was able to get. Now, luckily, she's only feeding her and her husband. Normally, those families that are going to the grocery store are feeding for families of 4, 6, 8 people sometimes. They're not able to go to the grocery store and carry items and, get back. And the bus was $5 just to ride it. So you're adding this up. You're adding up the cost of getting on the bus, making it out there, being exhausted, shopping, paying for what little food stamps you can. The average food stamp budget for our neighborhood for a family of 4 is about $75 to $100 is what they've got to kind of play with. That's what we've been told. And that's not a lot. Think about when you go to the grocery store and when you have access to those groceries, you're spending way more than $100. I know just for the 3 of us, and now granted, we feed a lot more of the community, but I'm spending $200 once a week, right, to feed people. These people do not have access to that. And then they're having to get on the bus and ride, and the bus driver was rude today, and you're just dealing with people and crying and drug addicts. Chocolate, there were yelling, screaming people on the bus today. And those are things that these incredible people in our community are facing every single day if they just want to get healthy food. That's all. They just want healthy food. We have a local farm in the community where they can buy fruits and vegetables if they can afford that, that in their budget. Most of the time, they're just trying to get staples. So Feed Thy Neighbor has come in, and we've got a food pantry to service those when they need it. But honestly, these people would love to be able to get to a grocery store. They would love to shop on their own. We're trying to provide a little bit more of an experience so it can feel like they're shopping at a grocery store when they're going through our food pantry. But guys, these are the things we're dealing with here in Dallas. In Dallas, one of the biggest cities in the United States. We're talking food desert, people starving. 1 in 4 senior adults are going every 3 days without eating food. That's not okay. There's, we went and tried to feed some senior adults the other day. We feed them with Feed Thy Neighbor. We went to go drop off groceries. There was one kid cuisine meal, I'm talking a frozen meal, being split between 4 apartments. 4 apartments. That was their one meal for the day. One meal. So we were able to bless them thanks to all of you. We were able to bless them with those groceries. But this is what we're dealing with. I challenge you. I'm so proud of Chocolate. I'm so excited that she went and she experienced this, and she went and she got on the bus and she experienced what those women who she serves day in and day out, she went and experienced what they experienced getting on the bus, having to plan, getting to and from the store, having to figure out what they can carry, what they can buy with their money. She went and did all of that, and guess what? She's challenging you to do the same thing. You want to come find out what it's like to not have a local grocery store or be able to drive somewhere? Come down here. Come park at our houses. We literally live right next door to each other. Come and take that challenge with us. Come do the Real Redeemed Women RW Bus Ride Challenge, hashtag RW Bus Ride Challenge, and see what it is like to live just a brief moment in the shoes of someone who lives in a food desert, that does not have access to healthy foods or food in general. Come and take that challenge. I challenge you to come take that challenge with us. Come ride the bus with us. See what it is like. Meet these people. Love on these people and see why we serve the community we serve. Why God has called us to serve who we serve. I'm so grateful to call Chocolate one of my bestest friends. I'm so thankful that in the midst of all of this, she's continued to serve our family and love our family through my illness, with my bout of this brain tumor issue. Chocolate, you guys, was laying on my bed on, gosh, what was it? Chocolate will remind you because my days all ran together. She literally came and just held me as I bawled hysterically in a pile. That's the type of person she is and who she serves. She does it without wanting any recognition. She's going to kill me that I even said anything. But she's doing it because she loves people and she wants to serve people, and she's doing God's work. Come take this challenge that she has set forth, the Redeemed Women Bus Ride Challenge. Come ride the bus with us. Go to the local market. And why don't you come back with a sack full of groceries for another family? How cool would that be to take that Redeemed Women Bus Ride Challenge to the local market where we all shop and come back with a bag full of groceries for a person in need, for a family in need. Come back and give them food and say, look, I took the RW Bus Ride Challenge, and gosh, this is hard. Let me bless you with this food because I can get in my car and I can drive to a local grocery store. And it is amazing to me that you have the thrive and the will and the power to get up day in and day out. And guys, these people in this community are such a blessing. Such a blessing. They serve one another. They love on one another because all they have sometimes is community. These are things that we take for granted. We have never felt closer to people than we do living in this community. We all look out for one another. We all make sure people are taken care of. And that, I think, has been the biggest blessing for us, is just to learn what that true sense of community is, because you literally have nothing left except for your neighbor to love on. That's what Feed Thy Neighbor was all about when we started it. Feed Thy Neighbor is just about loving your neighbor, giving, and just sharing what God has given us. So this almost 10-minute video of me kind of telling a little bit of our story, tell you why we are here, why we serve our community of Bonton, why we started Feed Thy Neighbor, but most importantly, why we want you to take that hashtag RW Bus Ride Challenge, because Chocolate did something today that was super powerful and moved Andy and I, and we too want to accept her challenge to go and ride the bus and find out exactly what it's like to have to walk in the shoes of these incredible people who do not have a local grocery store, and they've got to fight for what little they have. So I accept her challenge, and I challenge each of you that watch this, come accept that challenge with us. Let's go together. Let's all go together. If you're nervous, come take it with us. Come park in front of our house. Let's walk together. Let's go. Let's see what it's like. Let's go and serve. Let's go and serve. Just go and do, guys. Come on, come and see what it is like to be down here. Come and be with us and take that challenge. take that challenge and come see us. Bye, guys.